Every day I have to deal with this. Everyone is like, poor Gino, he cannot have sex with you because you're such a terrible person. Then let me walk away. Just say it. Have the balls to say it. You know what, Jasmine? I don't love you. I just love your companionship. You have said it. You are too comfortable without having sex. You don't make me feel beautiful. He doesn't love me.
I know.
And I love
I
him.
do love you.
You don't love me. Why you don't want to have sex with me, Gino? It hurt me, and you keep saying.
I can't when you're always yelling and screaming at me every day.
Yeah, but I've been sweet. I have to.
We finally know why, the real reason behind why Gino won't have sex with Jasmine. And I really think it all goes back to this porn addiction and the deep-seated shame. We have to remember that Gino and Jasmine, historically, he has not been able to get to climax. That's always been from the beginning. Okay? Second of all, Jasmine has had to contort herself in what she usually likes to try to fit Gino's liking. We all saw those little balls that she got in Panama. We also have to remember that this man obviously has a serious porn addiction, so much so that he would much rather be with himself than be with his wife. We also have to take into the fact that he might prefer something else. I'm not here to accuse nobody of nothing, okay? But he might prefer something else. But I think the real issue, combined with all of these things, is that he has oversexed himself, especially with the corn. It's so bad. And it probably is so consistent, maybe even several times on a daily basis for many, many years, that he can't even get it up anymore. Not even with the blue pills. That's probably how bad it is.
You said he might need some purple pills.
A stronger dose.
Are there purple pills out there?
So I feel that is the issue, and I also feel like the thing is, because Jasmine has shamed Gino in the past about his lack of sexual activity and has talked about how it is much better with her other partner, he probably already feels shame, but he has probably gotten to a point where it has just declined tragically, that even when he goes and he watches porn, it won't even get up, no matter how long he watches it for. So I feel like that is probably the main issue.
But now he does it just out of habit, like just watching, but he doesn't do anything for him.
Yeah, so he's thinking, if I can't even get it up with this, I can't even be with Jasmine. So for him, even though it probably isn't about Jasmine,
it's not.
He probably has decided to just cut off all intimacy because, if I hug her, it will lead to her wanting
Instead of him
more.
being honest, he's gaslighting her.
So
that he can have an excuse.
Because there's shame there. That's why he doesn't do any intimacy, no kissing, no holding hands, because he's afraid it's going to lead to something else. So he has just cut it off completely. But because he feels like he can't, maybe he feels like he can't talk to Jasmine, and she really can't talk to him either because he's a major gaslighter. He'd be sitting down there with his little bald head and his little... But he also is a huge gaslighter.
I mean, Jasmine will. The thing is, he tries to
get
her to be upset so that they can argue. That's the problem with him. Instead of him just being honest with her, she will understand. She will try to help him.
Well, the issue is, the only way you can be honest with somebody else is if you're honest with yourself. And he has already admitted that he doesn't have a porn addiction, which he does.
That's true.
So how can I sit down here, have an emotionally intelligent conversation with this woman, and tell her this is what's going on with my lower member?
When you are
he can't be honest with himself. And even if he likes something else, he isn't honest with himself, so he can't be honest with her. So what does he do? He tries to gaslight, he tries to manipulate, he tries to deflect the problem, because that's what he's been doing with himself. Instead of him just saying, this is what's going on with me, and just having a real conversation with himself, saying like, yes, this is an addiction, yes, my stuff is no longer working, I'm damn near 70 years old, and I can't get it up and all this stuff. He can't have that coverage.
Although,
it's age, but like I
it's
said,
not
people
all-
don't change
Yeah.
when they're in their 50s. They don't magically become better people.
Yeah.
Like if you do, like I mean, like Ernestine Shepherd's like a pretty rare case,
Like an anomaly, yeah.
like an anomaly. But most
Yeah.
people, they're set in their ways. So
If you don't know Ernestine Shepherd, she's the Maryland native that
Yeah.
started bodybuilding, started exercising at the age of 57, and was even in the Guinness Book of World Record as the oldest female bodybuilder. And she's still going strong. She's 80 something now, I think 86.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I do feel like that is the real reason why Gino can't be with Jasmine. And
Yeah.
Jasmine, she wants this love and this affection, and she's trying to get it out of him. But because of their history and because of Gino's history before he even met Jasmine, that's why he's not having intimacy with her. It has nothing to do with Jasmine. It has everything to do with being over sex.
And it's
that's
very
why,
telling when he says that I just want companionship with you without the sex.
Well, I mean, that's honestly what relationships become. Because obviously, like, say if I were to get married, like in my 20s or whatever, stuff like that. At some point, it's going to be very hard for me to roll over and try to get a position for sex at 90 years old, especially when I'm having arthritis.
Maybe at 90. But for a woman, you're still going strong all into your 50s. For men, it's different. Now, I'm sure maybe if you take care of yourself, you
I'm
should
just
still
saying,
be
because like
able
if
to have
you're
your
really
intimacy.
old and stuff, like sometimes those people who they grow old together and stuff, like you're not going to be jumping each other's bones like you were when you're in your
I would
20s,
say
your
maybe,
40s.
Of course, no, you don't have the.
You don't have the libido. Like you'll be lucky if you even get to cuddle each other at night, because you might be so hot that you just want to be separate. Like as you get older, you want more comfort in your life. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like even you were talking about how you love your bed now.
Yeah, but
you
if
know
you're
what I'm
used
saying?
to sleeping with someone, you kind of have grown old, being in bed together.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to now be not in the same room.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that maybe
or
you won't
something.
be like cuddling each other so much. Like maybe you sleep on your side, he sleep on his side,
Only
but y'all
if
still
you've
in the
been
same
used
bed.
to cuddling.
Yeah.
You know what? It just depends on how your relationship was. I feel, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but
it's
I'm saying,
not
I'm
like
saying this all to say,
often.
yeah. But I say all this to say because when you get older, you just kind of do the companionship. It's not like so sex driven, but maybe it's not. You
No,
say that
but they're in
relationships
their
are sex driven.
50s and she is in her 30s. Like
I
now
know,
for
but he
companionship.
has oversexed himself so much
Oh.
that he is now like a 200-year-old man and he can't get it up. So he has aged himself by many, many years. I mean, you just look at his face and tell that man ain't living well. I don't even know if he eats a salad once a month.
Yeah, well,
so
he's
I
not
feel
being
at
honest
this-
to himself. You
That's the
see, that's the thing with Gino.
He probably just wants a partnership, but he don't want sex. At that point, you go get somebody your own age who wants the same thing.
Exactly.
But you don't get a young
Jasmine.
woman. You don't get a young woman like Jasmine whose libido is going to kick up at what, 40 you said?
It's already kicking up and she's passionate. It starts in our mid 30s, late 30s, and goes on for another 20 years. Which is like you're like the version of, young men.
Oh, but yeah.
We like in their 20s all the way through.
I just
to maybe
wonder
their
why
30s.
it's not at the same time. Anyway, I guess
You know why they say because so that the men
can stay young.
will get married early, right? So that the women can procreate,
Okay.
right? If the woman was all about that, like if she was all like, she might not
Yeah.
stay put. Maybe she wouldn't be staying put. But if the woman puts her foot there and says, we can't have children or you can't have sex with me until
you're
you're married,
then,
right?
yeah.
So it forces the man to get married younger
Yeah.
when the woman is at her most fertile.
Oh.
And then after, I guess, maybe her childbearing years or towards the end, now her libido kicks up. Like now she wants. Now it's time for her to enjoy herself. Now, if the man has stayed healthy,
Then
right,
they can
and has
all
not
enjoy.
and has not been all over the streets, Nick Cannon, then they're probably able to get up without assistance.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, that's what we think. Let us know down below. Do you agree or do you think it's something else? Do you think Gino is living low or what
You are
happened?
so funny.
Yeah. But I mean, I listen, I think it's on. I think it's true. I think there's shame because there's no reason for
Yeah,
a man,
absolutely.
a man who is heterosexual to be here
That's why
not having
Patrick
sex with
is
his
so
wife.
confused. Patrick is just so confused. Like, I don't understand.
Even Rob said when
Why?
he argues with Sophie, when she gives him a hug,
When
after
he
they
goes to
argue,
give her a hug,
it just melts away.
Yeah.
Because men, I feel like they are they're a little needy. They're a little bit like not children per se,
They're
but
kinda like
they're
children.
kind of like children.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be loved on. They want a nice bosom to rest their head on,
Yeah.
and they want that feminine energy.
Yeah.
And I think when a woman cries, she really taps into that man's masculine energy. Because men don't like to see women cry.
No,
and
I
you
don't
can see
think
by the way
so.
Kobe reacted, by the way Rob was looking,
I
and
know,
the way
Rob
that
looked like he
Patrick
was
just
getting ready
freaked
to
the
cry.
F out.
I know.
Why don't you just have sex with her? I mean, I don't understand.
I think all the men are confused. For 8 months, you have a woman like Jasmine. I don't understand. What is they cannot understand Gino,
'Cause
and
it
this is
don't
why
make
Gino
sense.
was crying because
He was fake crying.
yeah, because but no, I think he was really crying, but not because of Jasmine. He's
Just
crying because the
somebody's-
other people, he can see that they understand her pain,
I'm sorry, but
and
just
he
because
feels
a
bad
man-
about that.
Just because the man changed complexions, don't mean that he was crying.
Oh, that's true. Well, he got all red, maybe from embarrassment.
Yeah, from rubbing his face. I mean, like,
Oh, that's true. He was rubbing his face.
I did not see
quite
not
hard.
one tear. It looked very dry. But anyway, y'all let us know down below. We'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.